Okay, 12 wires of equal resistance R are connected to form a cube. Find the effective resistance between two diagonal ends. So this is very important question. It is the application of Kirchhoff's second rule. Using this Kirchhoff's second rule, we can solve this question. So let us start. So this is our cube. All resistances are R. So I am not marking here. Here all the values of resistance, it is R. Here all the values of resistance, it is R. Here there are 12 resistors. All the values are R. Okay. I am going to consider a diagonal. This is our diagonal. Okay. This is the diagonal. If you are considering the other diagonal also, the value will be the same. Okay, I am going to find the effective resistance between these 2 points. Okay, so for that I am going to consider a cell which is connected to these two ends. First end is this one and second end is this one. So here I am connecting a cell. The voltage of the cell is V and I am connecting it to the both end. So it is a diagonal connection, right? Now I am considering from this cell the current which we are getting, it is 3I. Okay, here we are getting a current of 3I. If a current is flowing through this circuit from the positive terminal of the battery, from the positive terminal of the cell, 3I current is coming out, then it has to be 3I to the negative terminal also. Current will flow to all these resistors and it has to be 3I. The returning current, the incoming current to the cell, it should be 3I. Okay, so here, from here we are considering this point. At this point, this 3I current is splitting into 3. The resistance, the value of resistance, it is R. Everywhere it is R. So the splitting will be same. So here it will be equal splitting. 3I we are splitting into 3. So it will be I, it will be I, it will be I. Okay, if we have 3 current here and all the values are I, and here also we are getting 3I outside. So what will be these values? It has to be I, right? Then only it will be I plus I plus I, 3I. We are getting 3I from this point. From this point we are giving 3I current. From here we are getting 3I current. Then it has to be I. It is symmetry, right? Now this current is reaching here. From here this current is splitting into 2, right? So it will be I by 2, it will be I by 2. Similarly here also it is splitting into 2. So it will be I by 2, it will be I by 2, right? And here also the current is splitting. It will be I by 2, it is also I by 2. Just observe this one. Here which all currents are coming here? I by 2 is coming in this direction. Here also I by 2 is coming. I by 2 plus I by 2, I. Here also I by 2 is coming. From here also I by 2 is coming. Then it will be I by 2 plus I by 2, I. So all the values, here we are matching with all the values are right. This is the first step. I by 2 current is flowing in this direction. I by 2 current is flowing in this direction. Here also I by 2 is coming. If you are adding the all current, if you are adding all the current, we are getting I here, and these 3 current are coming out as 3I. Okay, you can check at any corner. Okay, now we are giving a name for this loop. Here there is a loop A, B, C, D. Here it is X, Y. I am going to consider the flow of current in this loop. Okay, from this point to this point, and it is coming back X, Y, and again it is reaching back to A. I am considering this loop. We are considering two opposite point, which is making a diagonal, right? I am going to apply loop rule, Kirchhoff's second rule in this mesh, in this loop. So the loop is A, B, C, D, X, Y, A, B, C, D, X, Y, A, right? I am going to apply loop rule. I am starting from here. I am starting my journey. It is I. What is the value of this resistor? It is R. All the values are R. So it will be I into R. It is in my direction, my walking direction. So it will be I into R. Now again I have started from A. Now I am at B. I am traveling through BC. So BC is also, the current is also in my direction. I by 2 is also in my direction. So it will be I by 2. The value of this resistor, it is R. So it will be plus I by 2 R. Okay, again I am going in this direction. It is I, right? It is R in my direction. So it will be IR. Again I am coming in this direction and it is in this direction and I have reached here. Now we can discuss the voltage. So here voltage is V. So we can write I am starting from negative and I am reaching to positive, right? So it will be plus V. What we are getting, if we are adding this all, it will be V equal to 5IR by 2. Just addition of this fraction, we will get 5IR by 2. This is equation number 1. Now we are going to do one thing. We are going to replace all these resistors using a single resistance. Using a single resistor, we are going to replace all these resistors using a single resistor. Okay, we are replacing all the resistors, all the 12 resistors with a single resistor. This is the single resistor. The resistance is R equivalent. This resistance is equivalent to all of these resistors. Okay, all of these resistances. The voltage is V because there is only one resistor. The voltage will be V because cell is giving a voltage of V. And the current, this is 3I. We have considered there is a current of 3I. That entire current will be flowing through this, right? So it is 3I. According to Ohm's law, we are going to apply Ohm's law. What is equation for voltage? Voltage is equal to I into R, right? Here instead of I we have 3I. So it will be 3I into R equivalent. This is equation number 2. Now we are just comparing this 1 and 2. What we are going to get? 1 and 2. It will be LHS. It is same, right? Here you can see that LHS is same. Here LHS is same, then RHS will be equal, right? So we can say that comparing 1 and 2, we will get 3I equal to 3I R equivalent equal to 5IR by 2. Here I and I, they will cancel each other. Then we will get REQ equal to, we are taking this 3 to the denominator, it will be 5R by 6. This is our answer. If you are considering the diagonal in the cube, if you are considering the diagonal, the equivalent resistance will be 5R by 6. You can take any of the diagonal, it will be 5R by 6.